tree. Welcome to Harmony Meadows. It's a busy goat farm. Today we're exploring how they keep all their goats nice and healthy. It all happens right here in the main barn. Let's see what morning brings us. Good morning, John. Your goats seem very lively today. You all seem to be working very hard.
Hi, morning, Clara. Yeah, always busy here. By the way, Maria, is there anything new with the goat this morning?
Yeah, is everything okay with the herd?
Morning, John. Most here are good, but this is Daisy have a problem with front right leg here.
Daisy? What's wrong with Daisy?
He has a little problem with a front right leg. He's putting slower than usual.
Oh, Daisy. She's a great milker, but slow leg will make her like discomfort and also affect her milk production. So let me call Dr. Sarah right now.
Yeah.
When a goat is limping or favoring a leg, it's called delameness. This is a common farm problem and it needs urgent care.
Good morning, everyone. So, what seems to be the problem here?
Good morning, Dr. Sarah. Thanks for coming.
Hey, I'm
So
fine.
it's Daisy. So she got a front leg sore.
Oh, really? Okay, let me check. Liam, notice how she's like leaning into that one foot and she's walking very carefully.
Yes, Dr. Sarah. It looks like her foot might be hurting.
Yeah. Okay, Okay. This part of her hooves feels a bit warm and there's redness and swelling to her toes.
What does that mean?
Oh yeah. Okay. I think this is probably a foot rot. It is a very common infection in goats, usually caused by when the environment of the barn is wet, caused by bacteria in the soil. Yeah.
Is she in pain?
Yes, John. She's in pain. That's why we need to act fast. We'll trim the infection part over her hooves. Yeah.
And Dr. Sarah, what else do you do?
We'll give her some medicine to help her with the.
So what should we do to like prevent this disease to spread to other flocks?
It is really good to trim their hooves every 6 to 8 months in order to keep the hooves.
So regular trimming prevent this?
Yeah, and also you have to make sure that the environment around them is dry, especially in wet weather. Also, Aisha here later can tell us the correct mineral intake in order to keep the health of the hooves. Yeah.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Goats spend a lot of time in and around the barn. This is their central place for hygiene. And we also focus on our youngest right here, called the kids.
Hey Maria, while we're here, let's talk about mastitis. It is a very common and costly disease which affects the goat's udder.
It really is. What our key practice here to prevent it?
A good question. We do a few things consistently. First, before milking, we pre-dip the goat's teeth. The liquid will help keep the area around the skin out of germs.
So the milker goes on?
Yeah, and then we have to make sure that the milking machine goes on and off smoothly. We have to make sure that it won't hurt them. Sorry.
And then we post dip after making that seal that teeth and kill any germ that try to get in.
Oh yeah, exactly. Also make sure the barn area and the milking area is clean because dirty bedding and the goats dropping have lots of mastitis germs.
Oh, and I always try to wash the gates too, also the feeders. It really makes a difference.
Great job, Leo. Your cleaning efforts are very important. We also use the SCC, the somatic cell count, in testing the milk.
So how does this method help us?
A low SCC means fewer infection. This is great for the farm. If we see high numbers of white blood cells in the milk, it means there's an infection. This is even true even if the goat doesn't look sick. It helps us find and treat affected goats early.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And
Right here near the barns are the pens for our baby goats, called the kids. They're very delicate and they need special care.
Right. Kids need to protection biosecurity is important for them. They get sick easily.
Yeah, we have seen how fast storm can spread. So especially if one kid get it in the barn.
Okay, right. So here are the main rules we need to follow for them babies. On the first few hours of their life, they need this thing called colostrum. Colostrum is the mother's first milk.
Dr. Sarah, why is colostrum so crucial?
The first milk gives them strong protection against sickness. Oh yeah, and it is also important to keep the kids' pen super clean between the kids.
Yeah, we also focus on their food.
Yes, correct. We give them milk at the right time and temperature. This stops upset stomachs. Also, good airflow inside the barn stop lung problems in kids.
To practice no germ spreading, we use bread bucket for sick kids and fill them last. It keep health and safe.
Yeah, this really very different for a little one.
It also applies to any new goat bring onto the farm. They need to stay by themselves at least 1 month. Usually is separate then right her in the bum.
Okay, we watch them closely.
Exactly. We watch them for sickness and test them. We give them and need shot so they can enjoy the rest of herd. This is all part of our biosecurity.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and
It's clear that keeping a goat healthy involves full team effort. All the best practices come together right here, from kid care to parasite control, and careful management of everything.
Daisy hoof is already getting better and the kids are doing well. So really thanks to you guys for the hard work.
That's the best part, John. Good food is always a basic step to everything. So, for example, Daisy here, her hoof might have gotten worse if she didn't have the proper food.
Or if she didn't get enough minerals like zinc and copper, or for strong hooves.
Goats also need balanced diet, especially around kidding, which is right after they give birth. Good food helps them to prevent diseases such as milk fever. Milk fever happens when the goat doesn't have enough calcium after they give birth. And also it helps prevent ketosis. That happens when a goat doesn't have enough energy.
Exactly, Aisha. And for goats, we must always talk about internal parasites like worms. They're a huge issue.
How do we check for them?
We use a tool called pharmaca scoring. We check the color inside the eyelids of the goats. This tells us whether or not the goats are anemic due to worms.
So we only give the medicine to goats that truly need it.
Exactly. This helps us decide which goats actually needs deworming medicine. This way we don't overuse it and we prevent medicine resistance. Our farm records also helps us track what's working best.
Our feeding program aims to give the goats enough fiber and also nutrition, especially also around kidding, which is when they give birth. This helps them to overcome parasite challenges and also other diseases better.
So you are telling that if a goat eats well and isn't stressed, it can fight diseases like lung infections and lung problems?
Absolutely, Liam. A goat that eats good is a strong goat. So with enough energy, proteins and vitamins, they can fend off parasites and also diseases, which makes them really healthy.
And remember, preservation is always easy than treatment. Good biosecurity protect the whole farm. We manage the visitor and control enter point right here at the bum. This protect us for new disease come in.
By daily observation and quick action from the team make a huge difference.
Now I know how to make healthy goods. Every steps matter.
Yeah, it's really show like how many different steps is connected together, like how the food, the cleanness of the bar, and also the participations of the team.
It's about looking at the whole picture. Regular shot for common diseases using control tools like pharmaca, and keeping records. And also, the whole farm working together.
These are the main ways to keep goats super healthy. Keeping a goat herd is a very big job, but with a dedicated team and good practices, a little help from vet and specialists, Farmers John goats at Harmony Meadows are set for a healthy and productive life.